What's going on, guys? We are in the office today. It's about 4:45, and I got this coat from under me. I was just gonna kind of talk about today and what happened. So I had a guy come in and work for a little bit. We did a trimming job, which I'll put a video out later tonight about. We also, I like to talk to him and go over kind of strategies with him of what we're going to plan on doing. And so on and so forth. So the main reason I got on today is because, well, two things. One, I want to talk about things to do in the winter. 'Cause I see that question all the time and I get asked it. What do you do in the winter? What do you do in the winter for money? Well, you budget in the summer if you can. I understand not everybody can, or it's a lot easier said than done. And you line up jobs like what we line up, like what we did today is it's a little trimming job on a bush, not a little one. We actually kind of almost hard pruned it, but stuff like that. We have some tree jobs lined up, a couple of those, so when it's not snowing, in between that we can go and trim some trees. And it's not really generate revenue for the business. I mean, it is, but it's more if we go like a week without work, without any snow, I'll call in a guy to come and trim some trees just to get him like, a couple hours, get him out of his house, get him kind of the sense to stay working is what I try to do. We could like say this week be all booked up with jobs, but I do like spacing them out just to keep it all, I don't know, kind of keep them flowing, keep it so they don't necessarily think that I don't know, get out of the mood to work. Like what I'm doing now is I know a few customers that have some things that need done, so I'm gonna send them emails. I'm gonna send them emails and have them start thinking about doing stuff. You can do a lot of stuff in the winter if there's not snow on the ground. Even if there is snow on the ground, you can still do a lot of stuff. My personal opinion is we could stay busy all year, even through winter, if you kind of strategically plan some of the bigger jobs or trimming jobs. Towards the end of the year. And then there's also always warehouse work or shop work. So like today we went and trimmed that. It took us like an hour maybe. I went off and collected some money from a few people. And then I had him here cleaning up the yard. Tomorrow we'll go to the dump, unload that. We'll load the trailer back up. We probably won't go back out tomorrow, I don't think. But we definitely will start going through equipment. So the sprayer spreader needs to be cleaned out, winterized, kind of gone through. I know there's a few things that need to be switched on that. The mowers, my sit-down Gravely needs a hydraulic oil change and probably the actual engine oil. My 36-inch stand-on Gravely needs I don't know, maybe a drive arm in the left because it kind of is messed up a little bit. What else? Trucks need oil changes. My Salter, I need to figure that out. And it's gonna snow here pretty soon. That's probably what we'll do tomorrow for sure. Go dump that, come back, load that back up. I'll probably be messing with my Salter while he does that. Just a big thing you gotta keep in a big thing you got to keep in mind is with shop work and stuff. I mean, I only bring them in like maybe once or twice a week. So you're not really generating any revenue off that. So you got to really be really cautious. Not cautious, like just like keep in mind that you're paying these guys to do this, and if it's not bringing in revenue, you can't. I can't, I guess, have them here 40 hours a week, like cleaning or something. I wish I could. I wish I could keep someone busy like that, but can't do it. So he... But it does get slow. It's January now. Probably have 2 months of really slowness besides snow. And then it's back on the ball and you get extremely busy. But this is also the time where you want to make your plan for the next year. I mean, I've been doing it probably since November, and implementing a lot of stuff is usually in February. So I have about a month until I kind of final, how do you say it, like put the final touches on everything and really get at it. I don't know. But yeah, honestly, in the winter is when I can go out. Like today, I went out and got money from people who are either being slow to pay, haven't paid, forgot to pay. Which isn't like a, yes, it's good I'm getting money, but I am wasting my time driving around because they won't answer their phone or email back. So I have to go to their house. But there are times where you go to their house and they don't answer and they want to kind of play around with it. But you just have to keep going. Usually, honestly, I have had a couple people that have completely dodged me for months, but I end up getting it. I end up calling them, texting them, mailing them stuff, emailing, showing up at all different, not like in the middle of the night, but I'll show up at 7 a.m., I'll show up at noon, 4, 6. They gotta be home at some point. And I don't know, it's just, your cash flow. That's why I'm going, everything next year is gonna be credit card on file, because it's such a waste of time to run around the town and try to find all these people that owe you $300. It's not worth it. It is worth it to get it, but it's not worth it when you drive there 12 times and they never answer. And finally you get it and you don't even, like today, it doesn't even really matter because I've probably spent that trying to get, like, a person owed me like $140 and I finally got, but that was like the 6th time I've been over there. I don't know if it's more of a do you plow the grass to make more money? No, I don't plow the grass. But yeah, it's like the 6th time I've been over there, but you can't be scared to go confront people. Because they don't, I mean, anybody from people you let borrow money, people that don't pay you, you'll show, what do you call it? Not like intimidation necessarily, but the fact that you actually, like, will do anything to get it. So you just gotta show up and you got to go get your money. So I've had it in the past where a guy I plowed for and mowed for, he had a couple commercial buildings and it was early on when I started. And it was, at the time, a good deal. I didn't even charge right looking back at it, but I would plow for him like these 4 buildings and it was like 2 or 3 plows and he never paid me and ended up owing me thousands of dollars. Never paid me for like a year. And I kept at him, and then he finally did pay me. But it's through like his son's friend or something weird. I don't know. Some random guy just gave me the money. I was like, all right, whatever. And he said what it was for. But I think the original guy, was one like kind of scared to talk to me or something. And probably more than that, embarrassed that he doesn't pay his bills. I'm on Copilot by Mike Andes, the CRM. And I'm kind of going through people who owe me money. And if you go through it and somebody hasn't paid yet, it doesn't give an option to like resend the bill or send a reminder. So you have to email it again. Which is kind of annoying because when I used QuickBooks to do this, it would just say send a reminder. Some people like to take their sweet time to pay stuff. This guy owes over $600. Let me see. What is this for? And they just don't care to pay or something? I don't know. The one guy I went to today, his card was, I did get a card from him. I've had this happen too where like, I don't know if they say something to their bank to not let it go through. but when I go to charge it, the card will get declined, and then I have to go to their house. And he had actually a check ready for me that he was gonna mail out, today probably, is what he said, but he wasn't going to. This one needs to be sent out. Oh, it's 5, and I'm out of here.